Hi there, it's Darlene. I hope you're doing well. So sorry I've been away for a bit. I've been doing a bit of a deep dive into MLMs, cults, fake gurus, marketing techniques, all kinds of stuff. And I came across this one video here that I just have to share parts of it with you. And it's by Jani. And as you can see, it's called The Rise of Fake Gurus, the Dark Truth Behind Making Millions from Online Courses. And what killed me about this is he did this 3 years ago. And it's all about how the gurus, their techniques, how they rope you in, what they're doing, da 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 da. And it's all the same today. It's just nothing has changed. And so he starts from the ad that you see on the screen here. And he's talking about how it has just, and this is Tai Lopez, right? And this is one of his YouTube ads from about 3 or so years ago. And it just took over apparently that long ago. I don't remember it though. But he's talking about it and how it's created a wave of what many have described as fake gurus. And I really get a kick out of it because these days, everybody's saying, "Oh, I'm not a guru. No. I'm a business coach, Oh, yeah. So we no longer have gurus, but we certainly have a lot of coaches and doing the same thing, selling you their courses and mastermind programs like there's no tomorrow, and with promises like financial freedom and laptop lifestyle, quit your 9 to 5, travel around the world, and it all just sounds great, right? Well, in this video, he breaks down the business model of how to do it, how to make those millions from the online courses, and the methods that they use. And he shows all these video clips of exactly how they're all the same. And I'm thinking, my God, it hasn't changed whatsoever. And so what I've done is, I've taken some bits out of it so that I'm not just, plagiarizing the entire thing. Actually, I've agonized about fair use on this thing like you wouldn't believe, because I didn't want to be constantly interrupting it with blah, 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 because it's got such a lovely flow. So what I've done is as he's showing you example after example after example, I'm throwing in examples of Seven-Figure Accelerator right in there with them. So any video or anything that you see that is to do with Seven-Figure Accelerator, know that those are my edits. Like, it's not going to be obvious. But I mean, Seven-Figure Accelerator, it wasn't even a thought at the time. No. So I'm throwing those in, but to show you it hasn't changed. And Philip is using the exact same systems that all of these guys used in the past and have been for years. You're going to be noticing a lot of familiar names throughout this. And in fact, right here in front of us, Tai Lopez. Well, Philip is quite an admirer of Tai Lopez.
And if you see Tai Lopez, if you see Greg Gadone, if you see Tony Robbins, they make all of their money through social media.
So remember when Philip took off to Cannes, France this summer and, ditched his his weekly Zoom meetings? He and Nicholas Ped and others went, and it was a mastermind group. And guess who was one of the main speakers? Tai Lopez. And here's a picture from that very meeting taken by Nicholas Ped of Philip and Tai Lopez. I mean, Tai Lopez has always been so high in Philip's mind. And so he will be a recurring character throughout this entire video as Jani goes from marketer to marketer to marketer. You'll also hear other names like Russell Brunson, from ClickFunnels, Grant Cardone, and this guy, John Crestani. I think John Crestani is, I'm not sure who was his very first mentor. Was it Jono Armstrong or John Crestani? Because I know I was in Super Affiliate System with John Crestani just before I hit Ministry of Freedom. And I was in Ministry of Freedom the same time as Philip Johansson. But I know he was also in Super Affiliate System. I mean, I've seen his his testimonials from that program. So John Crestani is definitely one of his early mentors. And he is another main feature in this video. And so what I've done with this video is I've been putting in clips from Seven Figure Accelerator and things that Philip has said and other things throughout it with the clips that James Jani has put together to show you how nothing has changed and how Philip is using these very same methods and to what end. I hope that I've changed it enough for fair use practices for here on YouTube, but I feel that the worst that can happen to me is a copyright claim, which would mean that James Jani would get any income that this video receives, and that to me would be my preference. So I hope it stays up and it doesn't get taken down, but I hope you enjoy it too. So let's have a look.
Here in my garage, just bought this new Lamborghini here. It's fun to drive up here in the Hollywood Hills. But you know what I like a lot more than materialistic things? Knowledge. In fact, I'm a lot more proud of these 7 new bookshelves that I had to get installed to hold.
On September the 3rd, 2015, Tai Lopez released his infamous "Here in My Garage" ad. And people kind of memed it. It was a joke.
Dude, go fuck off, man. Stop harassing me, dude.
Here in my garage.
Here in my garage.
Even though it blew up on YouTube, everybody was being filled with all of his advertisements on "Here I am in my garage, here's my bookcase, what do I care most about?"
Knowledge.
But what people don't realize is Tai Lopez paved the way for an invasion of what you can call internet online gurus. And if you've ever tried searching for money related topics, business, entrepreneurship, self-development, at this point they're in so many different niches that I can't keep count, but you will probably be flooded with at some point an ad with them talking straight at you into a camera, telling you that sign up to my free training.
Free training that I'm giving you an invitation to.
If you want a simple, free, step-by-step 40-minute video on exactly how to do this, click the link in my bio for a free video. Let's get it.
Turn up for the online training
And join our completely free training where I'm
Register to attend our free live class today.
And register for one of my free trainings that is happening soon.
And there's just so many of them, it's like a copy and paste. What you might not realize is that at first it seems a bit harmless, but some of these people are earning millions and millions and millions. And then when you really look into it and you realize a lot of these people have a cult-like following.
Guys, to understand, this is something that absolutely every single one in this room would do.
Is Dan Locke a cult? Yes or no? Is High Ticket Closer a cult? Yes or no?
Yes.
And then you realize that they're not really trying to teach you anything. You see, the main goal is to keep you hooked on their products, to reprogram your mind to think that you need the next thing and the next thing that they release and the next thing after that, all while smiling and happily taking out your credit card and swiping it, whilst giving them millions and making you poorer or in more debt. So, do you want to learn how to replicate it all? This is whatever you're going to talk about, and honestly, I don't really care. It can be anything. It can be preferably a fad, something like cryptocurrency.
Let's talk about Bitcoin.
Or it's drop shipping.
The beauty about drop shipping is that you don't need to carry any inventory.
Or Amazon FBA.
Quick and easy steps to start selling on Amazon FBA right away.
Or it's consulting.
I started my consulting business from scratch and then grew it to the point right now where I'm making more than $20 million per year with.
Or it's real estate.
Are you looking to invest in property? Or maybe not even invest in property, but escape your job and have more time?
Or it's sales.
How to succeed in sales?
No, I stay here in my villa on the Palm and sell digital products online as an affiliate marketer.
It doesn't matter what you pick, but Preferably it's something to do with wealth or health or relationships, something that you can really target people's insecurities and their dreams.
You can actually earn a living without working a job.
To cover your monthly bills, fund your lifestyle, even replace your job.
And I've helped more than 3,000 people from all around the world quit their jobs.
And I'm going to show you step by step how my students are earning 6 and even 7 figures working from their laptops from home.
That's the most essential part of this. It doesn't matter if you really don't know what you're talking about. You can hire an expert, get them to write a script, and you can read it out to a video camera.
They approached MJ and they were like, hey, can you make part of our course for us? Because I to be clear, I don't know why, but my guess is they don't know what they're doing on Amazon.
Or you could buy the course from your old mentor, Nicholas Ped, and make a ton of money with it first.
A little bit of experience so you can give some general knowledge out there that can probably be found in a book, or if you Google searched it. Again, guys, it doesn't matter about what is in the course. That's not what's important here. What's important is how you market it. This is the stage that separates the bottom tier gurus from the guys who are actually making the big money. You see, it's all about marketing in this industry. And if you can't market your course properly, then you're not going to make as much as you should be. You want to start by running some YouTube ads, some Facebook ads, Instagram ads, like wherever the hell you can find people who are young enough and probably in a vulnerable position to where they want to buy into wherever the hell you're selling them, which leads us on to the next point. Sell a dream.
You can make enough money to be financially free.
I'm not offering you a better job, okay? I'm offering you a completely different life.
You could be generating profit in a matter of just hours, if not just a few days.
Earning 6 figures a year.
My students are earning 6 and even 7 figures working from their laptops from home.
That I've got financial freedom.
When I say the word financial freedom, what picture comes to mind? Right, a beach?
This year alone, I've helped 76 people leave their jobs and become financially free.
And I have already helped hundreds of regular people not only become financially free, but wealthy.
I was able to go from being completely broke in debt in university to making over $86,000 in just my first 60 days.
Are you interested in creating a passive income stream?
That I'm traveling around the world.
I've been able to do some really cool stuff, travel the world.
Instead of going to college, I chose to make money online and travel the world.
She now spends all of her time traveling with her young family. Like Ashley, he now traveled the world to exotic locations like Caribbean, Bali, Mexico, and now has moved to Dubai.
And it's all there for you if you just click the link below and sign up to my
free training.
Register for that training.
Click the link in my bio for a free video. Let's get it.
Join our completely free training.
And it's all revealed right here in this book.
I'm going to give you this for free.
The goal with this ad is to hook them in. You want to really dig into their emotions. You want to make them feel like, wait, what? This guy's earning 6 figures and he's thrown up a bunch of testimonials of his students and I can do this as well? Sure, I'll click your link. Got him. You see, here is where you lead your prey into the next stage of your funnel. This is where they enter your webinar, your free live event, they buy your free book, whatever it is. Make sure you keep it a little lengthy. In the case of a webinar, 1 to 3 hours. You see, the longer it is, the more time they get to spend with you and the more trust they build towards you and the higher the chance that you can sell them on higher priced courses. Now, oh, hold up. You're probably saying, but James, I don't have any information to tell them. What do I teach these people? Come on. We're not trying to teach them anything in these webinars. The goal of the webinar is to make them ask even more questions. And the goal after that, and the main goal, is to get them to buy your course.
I teach them the wow and not the how. Okay? I teach them the wow and not the how.
Got it? Now you want to tell them your backstory, your sob story. Tell them that you're just like them and you were poor and there wasn't anything special about you.
I never got very good grades at all. In fact, I was below average. And pretty much the only thing I was good at was hanging out with my friends and drinking beer.
I started finding out about all of this in the early 2021 after burning out at my plumbing job. I was a plumber by trade, but have been diagnosed with ADHD and couldn't stay focused on anything for long. So I was stuck, lost my house, and I went into $20,000 worth of debt and actually had to move into a basement apartment.
Growing up, I was a loner all the way through high school, and I got beat up quite a few times.
Tell them how you hated your job, how you were stuck in the rat race.
I would literally drive an hour to work each day.
I was working as an accountant, working 80 hours a week, depressed, anxious.
It just felt like a jail cell. I felt my life literally being sucked out of me minute by minute.
What you need to do is you need to sound like you're in the position that they're in at that current point in time. And if you've done your YouTube ads right, then you've probably attracted the most vulnerable of these people.
Then believe me, there was other failures in between, times when I didn't sleep for months on end, up all night stressed.
People who are broke and people who really want to make money or are young and naive enough to feel like the course can get them to that point, those are our ideal targets.
Am I going to be that broke kid and be like everybody else in my family? Or am I going to finally step out? I felt it. I knew there was more. Like, you know there's more. Sometimes you just don't have the path and the plan.
It's also important to note that you want to rewire their mentality and their mindset. Tell them that money is abundant.
Money never goes away. Here's the thing. It's not scarce. You need to spend more energy on how to generate the money, not save it. It's not going away.
It's not about the money. It's about the freedom. It's about the time with your family.
Tell them that there's so much money out there, guys, so that when it comes to the point where you give them the price of your course, in their heads, the objection of, oh, it's too expensive is already overcome when they're like, but oh, he told me that money is abundant. Doesn't matter if I finance this with £2,000 money I don't have, because money's everywhere, man. Just like he said. But here's the thing. You want to tell them that they have to put in the work, right? You want to tell them that they need to be responsible for what they do.
I'm only looking for people who are dedicated to this, who are going to be focused on this. This is for people who are willing to put in work. This is for real people who are willing to put in real work.
If you're an action taker, if you are like all in, and if you are willing to do whatever it takes to change the life of yourself and the people around you, and maybe even your family tree forever, you click the button below this video right now.
And you need to take action. If you're still with me today, you're an action taker.
Anyone, anywhere, from any country on earth can earn a full-time living on Amazon if they're willing to put in the work. Listen, if anybody ever told you it was easy to get rich, they're selling you something and they're lying to you, right? Because it is not easy to get rich. And that's why most people, when they reach the age of retirement, right, they can't retire. Most people, you know, are gonna find themselves,
because when they buy your course and it doesn't work for them, you want to make sure that they're not blaming you, that they're telling themselves, you know what, it's my fault that this didn't work. Now, you want to go in for the hard sell. Show them testimonials of previous students who have gone on your course. Say, look, here's Johnny and he made 100 grand in his first month of doing it.
So it took him 1 year to get to 6 figures.
$4,000 from 2 clients.
over $1,500 in one single day.
Huge shout out and the biggest thank you to Philip Johansson. $44,000 in 30 days.
Within 3 months, I've been able to make $39,000.
I made $100,000 in just 1 month.
In 1 month, I've been able to generate $13,900.
I made over $27,000 a month.
$7,800 in the span of about a week.
Make it sound easy. Easy, easy, easy.
Easy.
You don't have to have any experience to get started. You don't have to have any tech skills or buy any software. You don't need your own product.
You do not need any prior business experience, special skills, qualifications, or degrees.
You never have to meet with an agent, where you never look at a house. You don't have to negotiate the way that through an agent and all those pieces.
You don't need to be an expert. You don't need to take the risk of failing. You don't need to hire employees. Or
no matter your age, no matter where you live, no matter your circumstances, can create a full-time income.
There's zero money needed. You don't have to wait for a closing. It all happens in about 10 or 14 days.
And it's copy and paste them into your listing and your PPC campaigns, and it's easy as that.
But it's not a get-rich-quick scheme, guys. Make sure you don't say it's a get-rich-quick scheme. Say everything but it's that.
Listen, if anybody ever told you it was easy to get rich, it's literally as simple as buying products for $1 and selling them on Amazon.com. They're selling you something and they're lying to you, right? Start earning passive income from Amazon, sometimes even 30 days or less, because it is not easy to get rich. And that's why most people, when they reach the age of retirement, right, they can't retire. I'm lazy, I don't wanna work hard, and I wanna make a lot of money. So, if you're like me and you're lazy and you don't wanna work very hard, but you wanna make a lot of money, then this opportunity is gonna be perfect for you, right?
But hold on. Some of these people still have a bit of a rational part in their brain which we don't want. Some of them are probably thinking, it seems a bit too expensive to buy a £2,500 course. I don't really think I can afford that. So here's what you want to do. You want to create scarcity.
So if you want to get these additional bonuses, you need to join now. And if you're going to think about it, you're going to miss out on this.
Limited number of spots that my team has the capacity to support.
These bonuses are only available for a very limited time and are only available for the people who are really ready to invest into their future today, because once these bonuses are gone, guys, they're gone forever.
For people on this webinar today only, I'm going to do it for $1,999.
You can tell them it's okay to finance it with their credit cards or whatever the hell.
I promised I'm going to show you how to get in while paying nothing today. Here's how to do that. During checkout, you will have the option to check out using 7-figure funding. This will allow you to get in right now by paying nothing today. If you pay this off over a space of a year, that's $166 a month, which again you can pay back to the financial company out of your monthly profits. This means that you can get your very own money printing system for free.
The money. If the money is the biggest hurdle, but if you have the desire, if you have the time, if you have the willingness, we have an option for you. You can actually use PayPal credit and you can actually get started for almost little to no money down. It's essentially free today.
Now you can sit back and watch that sweet, sweet profit fly in.
When I say the word financial freedom, what picture comes to mind? Right, a beach. You're sitting on the what is it? What's it called? The swing thing. What's it called? Yeah, that's right. And then you're drinking your what?
But why stop there? You didn't really think we were just going to be selling courses, right? Remember, our goal is to get them hooked on our products. You want to create your ladder. It's not just about the course. The course is the first step. The next step is selling them the mastermind program, which is like £200 a month. The next one after that is selling them to your live event, which is £300 a month. And then sell them on the even bigger course and better course, which is £5,000. You practically have an army with you. These guys have watched you religiously. And
people think, oh, it's only a course. It's only $2,000. First of all, a lot of people don't have $2,000. I'm sorry to say, I mean, that gives me zero pleasure. This is why I do the show.
That's right.
$26,000. Are you listening, everyone at home? Are you listening?
Make them feel special at your live events, make them feel like a celebrity, like they're actually achieving something. Tell them to all dress up in suits if you have to, and tell them they're all doing well and you're all going to be successful. And remember, trust your guru.
Yeah, we got absorbed into the launch program, but yeah.
Of course, you don't tell them the truth, right? I mean, after all, we're selling shovels in a gold rush. We don't tell them that the reason we're so damn rich and living the life that they want to live is because we've sold them a dream and sold them our courses that aren't really going to get them there.
He found a consistent source of income of thousands of dollars every month, and all he had to do was sell more access to himself.
And now I make even more than that, and every month I make anywhere from $30,000 to $40,000 per month, my top month being $43,000. Okay, that wouldn't be possible without working with Philip.
If you're watching my video right now, I suggest you jump on this quick. It's probably the perfect opportunity you've been looking for to make it as a successful affiliate marketer.
But I guess you're sitting back there in your mansion, sipping your champagne and wondering, man, I wonder how none of these people have said anything yet. Well, that's the thing. You see, if you remember correctly, we told them that they are responsible for their own actions. So each course that they buy and each failure that they get, they are the ones that feel like they're completely responsible.
A lot of people can be like, dude, you know, well, that's your fault for quitting your job. But hey, I'm one of hundreds, if not thousands of people in that program who did the same thing. Everyone I knew quit their jobs. I guess part of me was ashamed, just like everybody else.
A lot of people are ashamed. That's why a lot of people don't come forward. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There are people watching right now who aren't going to come forward. It's an orchestrated thing. He uses your psychology against you.
I mean, some of these guys are so desperate in their situations that they have to believe it's going to work for them. Otherwise, the alternative is far worse.
One of these guys I knew that was struggling, he handed his credit card over to Dan Locke's lackeys, and he said, I'm praying that this goes through. And it didn't. It got declined. And he just melted on the floor. He was crying. And then another guy was like, I got declined too. He's like, man, if I could sell my soul right now, I would. I'm like, you're joking. He's like, I would.
Sure, some of these people are in debt and they've fallen out with their friends because after all, you told them to kick out the negative people, and their family thinks they're part of some cult. It doesn't matter at the end of the day. You got your millions, right? You can sit back, enjoy it, and watch your webinar and your courses all sell themselves.
So that means really big money, but just for a few. So if we look at the stats as they sit on October the 10th, we've got 6,400 people in the program, but only 648 people on the leaderboard since June. So these are the people that have made one sale and up. That's only 10% of the people in the program. And they're still constantly in the 7-Figure Accelerator Facebook group are people that haven't made sales in months and months and months and months. And you can see why. If you look down to over 2 sales, so that means they're in profit, right? They've made back their investment. There's only 258 people out of 6,417. That means only 4% are actually even in profit, even by one sale. And a tiny percent of those are the top earners, are the top 1%. That's a lot of people that aren't even going to be making their money back. At least 90% of the people in the program will not make their money back. Yet they'll keep trying, and they'll keep trying because of the mindset people and all the coaches and all the positive stuff that they have to keep up in the groups and saying, I'm sure it'll work. I'm sure it'll work. Oh, it's just so sad. But it sure is a gravy train for those very few that can make it work. I highly recommend that you watch this video in its entirety. The link will be in the description, as well as the link to 3 others of James Jani's videos that are so relatable to 7-Figure Accelerator. One being the law of attraction, fact or fiction, and it's how they use the law of attraction in order to make you not question when you're in these types of controlling groups. The Dark World of New Age Gurus, a documentary on how it's even come from the days of Napoleon Hill, and then The Secret, and then right down to the New Age gurus, such as we're seeing here. And then my favorite, the multi-level marketing cults, lies, pyramid schemes, and the pursuit of financial freedom. So although 7-Figure Accelerator is not an MLM, it is a pyramid scheme, and so many of the methods that are used in each are also the same, and you'll see so many parallels. I highly recommend these. So you have a great day, a great evening, whenever I might be catching you. Darlene out.